In today's day and age, security isn't a luxury, it's a must. That's why it's time you call Total Security Technology. Whether you're protecting your house from a break-in or package poachers, or protecting your business from vandals or thieves, Total Security Technology will help prevent the crime from happening or catch the criminal in the act with their state-of-the-art security system. Call the area's foremost security expert, Scott Bazinet, at Total Security Technology for a consult. Call Scott at 401-297-7982. That's 401-297-7982.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of a six-pack of hot topics. And there are lots of things to talk about regionally and nationally, but we have come to a place where we have our six topics. Some are sports-centric, others as much about sports as about other things, but it's our six hot topics, six of them going around in the world of sports today. And we're going to start right now with topic number one, which is what?
Topic number one is, what are you more a fan of, the National Football League or college football?
Listen, I love college football. The traditions down south, the dotting of the I, the Trojan horse in USC, the Boomer Schooner, Stock Vegas in Mississippi State, the tailgate in Mississippi, Roll Tide, the Florida Chop, Georgia Stadium at night. In between, they had this unbelievable history. Beaver Stadium, Nittany Lion Country, Ann Arbor, Michigan, 120,000+ people. Ohio, I mean, it goes on and on and on. Death Valley, it goes on and on and on. However, there is nothing like the NFL. There's absolutely nothing like the NFL when two good teams are going at it. There is nothing better. Okay? I'm a basketball guy. I grew up with basketball. I grew up around the Celtics and Lakers. But now, okay, football is America's pastime. Football brings things together like church used to, brings families together like reunions used to, okay? Sunday is fun day, and it goes hand in hand with the National Football League. And being from New England and having the Patriots, the most dominant team in sports, it's even enhanced that view for me. So to answer you, quite frankly, I'm going to go with the NFL by a little bit, because it's very difficult to account for the customs and the traditions and the heritage and all that is college football. Very special. From Keith Jackson rumbling, bumbling, stumbling to, the game, SEC game of the week, to the Big Ten, the Pac-10, the Big 12, all of it. ACC, it is. But at the end of the day, it's the National Football League. It is the Shield, okay? I will salute the Shield, okay, and give my vote to the National Football League. How about you, Brian?
I have to go with the NFL, but I will at least say this much. There's an awesome documentary on ESPN.
I've been watching
right now.
It's amazing.
Saturdays in the South about SEC, the history of SEC.
It's 150 years of college football. It's on ESPN right now. Check it out. It is absolutely amazing what ESPN has. And let me tell you something. The history of college football isn't all good.
No.
It's not all good. Lots of racism, lots of discrimination, lots of a lot of off-color type things. Lots of deaths on the field in the early start of it. President Roosevelt had to get involved because his son was playing and tell him they better clean up their act or he was going to do it for them. There's a whole lot going on. But the making of anything good and worthwhile, you're going to have your missteps. You're going to have your shortcomings. It is. But I'm going with the National Football League, okay, to be the number one football attraction in this country.
And of course, we're broadcasting in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And 45 minutes up the road, Tom Brady practiced today. Tom
Brady practiced
6 times.
Tom Brady practiced
6 times,
putting on another ring. That's what he practiced. Unbelievable. But you're right. I'm going with the NFL in that one. We'll be back with topic number 2, which is what?
Team USA in their abysmal FIBA World Cup.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Potty Dress Express is your one-stop shop for a dress for any occasion. Whether it's a prom, a graduation, a special night on the town, or your wedding. Potty Dress Express has over 15,000 dresses in stock and prices to fit any budget. Potty Dress Express is located at the Tower Mill, 657 Quarry Street in Fall River, Mass. Open 7 days a week. Call Potty Dress Express at 508-677-1575. That's 508-677-1575.
Welcome back to the Hot Topic Show. We got segment number 2 coming on, and I believe this is about USA basketball, right?
What in the holy hell happened to Team USA?
I'm going to tell you, it's very easy for me. I'm going to tell you what. I talked about football being America's pastime. Well, basketball is becoming huge worldwide. Much, much bigger than the NFL worldwide. They have their soccer in Europe and in Asia and in Africa, and they are content with it. Believe me, the best soccer is played across the pond and in every other continent, okay? But ours. The United States team isn't even making a World Cup this year. Basketball has become huge. When you watch a documentary on the Dream Team when they first went over there, how big it was, and it's huge, and it's become truly an international game. Okay, with players coming to the gym from all over the world, especially Europe. Look at Luka Doncic last year and everything. All those things he had, and I think it's arrogant and ignorant for USA basketball to think they're going to send, a team of some all-stars, some not so all-stars, but certainly not a top 3 team that they could muster over there and expect them to win a World Cup qualifier. Those days are gone. That's the reason why we went to top flight pros, because our college guys couldn't beat them, okay? And this USA team struggled. Struggled with the Ukraine, struggled with France, struggled with Turkey, got lucky to beat Turkey. I saw this coming. We've long since been able to send a few all-stars and a few good players over there and guarantee we're going to win. Now you put the travel to China, the oddities of the culture, all of that. Those guys not really wanting to be there. And this is what you have. You have a 7th place mess. I don't think Popovich was the right coach. Okay? When you look at the team, I don't think they had the proper balance. Okay? I thought it was a disaster from the beginning, and I am not surprised, not 1 second, that they came in 7th place.
Yeah, this was absolutely positively the B team that we sent.
No, Brian.
No
Brian,
Steph Curry.
It wasn't the B team.
No Kawhi Leonard.
It was the D team.
Yeah. I'm being generous when I say that. No Steph Curry, no LeBron, no Kyrie Irving. Obviously Durant was hurt, but yeah, absolutely. I knew that this was going to be trouble when they lost.
No Anthony Davis, no Kawhi Leonard, no Mike Krzyzewski, no
Paul George,
no Paul George, no LeBron James,
Westbrook.
Yeah, it
on
goes
and on and
on. And the days of us assuming that we're going to win, sending a 3rd-tier team there, it's just not the way it is. Basketball is huge internationally, and the gap is closing.
This team was in trouble when they lost. It was an exhibition game.
Sure.
It wasn't even a preliminary round
Sure.
game. It wasn't a knockout round game.
Sure.
It was they lost to Australia, I think it was, and they lost badly.
They
too.
lost to a team of D-League All-Stars.
Yeah.
Okay? They should have lost to Turkey if they could have made 1 of 4 or 5 free throws down the stretch. I mean, this was consistent. This team simply wasn't good enough. And when you send a product that isn't superior and you combine the travel and let's get this one straight. The guys playing for Turkey and China and France, it means a hell of a lot more to them, sadly, to play for their countries than it does for our athletes that we put over there to play in this.
Oh, totally. And
Yeah.
and we're also
Because,
coming.
because we have the NBA title is bigger than the Olympic gold medal. It's bigger. Even if you could ask the European athletes, I think they'd rather win an NBA title.
In the case of Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving, so is their free agency.
Yeah.
Kyrie two max deals Irving, as I like to call him.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's one thing, but we're at a point too where now we're going to start. We're into that first generation where people from other countries are going to start going into the Hall of Fame in bigger and bigger numbers. You got Dirk Nowitzki, who just retired.
Yeah. I mean,
Tony
we
Park,
already have
Manu
Kukoc
Ginobili.
in. We already have Sabonis in. We got Petrovic in. We got a handful of
No, but
coaches.
I'm just saying,
No, they're
even
coming.
bigger
No,
numbers.
no. I mean, watch the NBA draft. That's what you have to see.
Yeah.
After the first top 10, 12 picks, every other name is somebody from somewhere else. But that's what it is. The NBA is an international league now. The NFL isn't. Aside from some Australian kickers, the majority of them are homegrown. That's not to say for the NBA. We'll be back with segment number 3 coming up right after this.
Life around here can be hard. Money's tight, unemployment's high, and sometimes opportunity seems too far away. You work hard and often. At times, you might not have the time or the energy to fight. The insurance companies in corporate America have endless resources and their pockets are full, and they don't fight fair. That's why when it comes to your legal matters, you need someone who's fought them and won over and over again. Someone who's going to take it personally, not get intimidated, not get bullied or pushed around for an early or unjust settlement. My record is proven. The results are clear. Let me and my firm fight for you when you need it most.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our NFL Six-Pack. I think we're on question number 3.
Where have all the great boxers gone?
I tell you what, they're not around today. Boxing and baseball had such a command and control over this country and this country's sports audience forever. Mm-hmm. Where a Italian versus an Irishman in Yankee Stadium or the Polo Grounds would have 300,000 people. It was insane. And quite honestly, they were the only two sports whose athletes actually made real money then. Whereas football players and basketball players up until, the 80s had to work 2 jobs. It wasn't enough. I interviewed Steve Grogan, and what he made for the Patriots when he first started wasn't enough for him to make it. The money went to baseball and boxing. And think about how that has changed. I mean, the money still goes to baseball players and boxers still make big money. But those two sports certainly not on the top of America's conscience like basketball and football are. Mm-hmm. There's no way. I mean, boxing's in a fight for its life versus mixed martial arts and the UFC. Gone are the days of Ali Frazier, Ali Foreman, Ali Ken Norton, Ali Sonny Liston, Sugar Ray and Hagler, Sugar Ray and Duran, Sugar Ray and Hearn, Hagler and Mugabe, Hagler and Hearns.
Yep.
Pernell Whitaker and Cesar Chavez and Meldrick Taylor and Cesar Chavez and Boom Boom Mancini and Hector Camacho and Roy Jones and Mark Breland and go on, and Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson and Mickey Ward and Vinny Paz, go on and on and on and on. But the product keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse. Mm-hmm. Okay? Your heyday of the big heavyweight fighters and the big middle and welterweights, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Marvin Haglers, the Muhammad Ali's and George Foreman's and Sonny Liston's and your lightweights, they're gone now. Now, our most marketable boxers are probably Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, who fought a rather lackluster fight. They say Pacquiao was hurt. He had a shoulder. He looked like he wasn't right. But we have a guy in Floyd Mayweather who's just so classically trained and so physically dominant. He never gets hit. It doesn't make for a good show. And, you know, when we talked about it, I mean, can you name the heavyweight champ of the world right now? We talked about the Ruiz kid.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder from Alabama. But
Yep.
are these guys on the tips of your tongue?
No.
Are people going to see them on Santa Monica Boulevard and know who they are, or see them in Times Square and know who they are, or see them in the Mall of America? The answer is no. Sadly, some of my fondest sports memories are sitting at the front of my father's chair, watching the great fights on Wild World of Sports. You know, and a lot of the premium fights were on closed circuit or pay-per-view then, but there was a lot more quality fights on free TV now, and a lot of people has blamed that. But boxing's a brutal sport.
Sure it is.
Okay? And let me tell you something. There's more jobs in the NFL. There's more jobs in the NHL. There's more jobs in the NBA. I mean, how many boxers really making that kind of money in each division?
Not many.
Not very many. It's a tough road to get there. And as this progresses, you know, our country's getting wealthier and wealthier. And we all know that boxing is a poor man's game, man. It's a poor man's game. Look where Mike Tyson came from. Brownsville, New York.
Yeah.
Robbing old ladies' pocketbooks so he could eat. Okay? Muhammad Ali, Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep.
You know, throws his Olympic gold medal in thing because they don't let him come into a restaurant after he won the gold medal. You know, boxing backgrounds are full of heartache. And you just, you know, I don't know what the problem is today, but you just don't see the quality of boxing like we did when we grew up. Where have all the great boxers gone? I don't know. But if I had to guess, probably to the NBA or the NFL. We'll be back with more right after this.
Another summer has passed, and once again, your dream of having a pool in your backyard has come and gone. Right now is the time to make sure it doesn't happen again. Call Apollo Pools and Spas now and lock your date in for the pool you have always wanted, for you, your family, and friends to enjoy. Don't wait another minute. Call Matt Collins at Apollo Pools and Spas at 508-923-7381. 508-923-7381. Apollo Pools and Spas is located on Route 44, Lakeville, Mass.
Welcome back to the six-pack of our question on question number 4 and the future of the Red Sox.
The future of the Red Sox. And apparently one of us doesn't like Sweet Caroline.
Well, you stole my thunder. Okay? Sweet Caroline sucks. Okay? It is the total pink cat, total non-fan, total, I want to go to Fenway Park to be seen. I hate Sweet Caroline. And I hate the future the Red Sox are going into. Because let me tell you something, Red Sox fans. We have been spoiled rotten. If you would have told me we would get one World Series in my lifetime, I would have smiled the smile that you would have seen from here to Dublin, Ireland. Okay? I wouldn't have stopped smiling. Okay? But 4 or 5 World Series later, how many World Series in this?
4.
4. So, 3 World Series later, and I think the Red Sox have come from being the number one show in town to a team that struggles to fill his ballpark, struggling on TV. Baseball is struggling, and now they're going to cut back salary and raise ticket prices. It'll be nothing but pink cats singing that stupid-ass song, Sweet Caroline. You got to be kidding me. Give me some, I love that dirty water. Give me some, Ship It Up to Boston, okay? Give me some Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Give me some Jay Giles. Give me some Aerosmith. Get rid of that Sweet Caroline bullshit. and let's put the blue collar back in the Boston baseball fan.
Well, in fairness, they do still play shipping up to Boston. Whenever the Red Sox win, they still play dirty water. I just think it's really all about just the overall negativity of this year's Red Sox team. I just really feel like they totally underperformed. And
they're 1 year coming off.
They're looking very disappointing.
Tell their fans to suck it up. They're 1 year away from winning the World Series. Nobody feels bad for them but you. Nobody feels bad for them. Nobody feels bad for Red Sox fans but you. They've been spoiled rotten. I don't want to go anymore because of the Pink Cats. I don't want to go anymore because it is not the place of my youth. Okay? You know, it's veggie burgers, it's gluten-free, it's all this nonsense. Give me the beer, give me the peanuts, let me put my hat on sideways, and let me hope that Carlton Fisk and Thurman Munson or Jason Varitek and Jorge Posada get into a fight.
An A-Rod. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I know that ain't right
Yeah,
into a fight.
right.
I'm just saying something else. It's my editor
Understood.
over there. My editor, Brian Vieras. Give him a big hand. Big hand. But I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Give me, you're going to raise ticket prices, cut payroll? No. This ain't the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, and I'll tip my cap to them because they do the most with the least by far. But Boston, you know, has always been a big market team. And if they want to stay relevant with the Celtics, the Bruins, and the Patriots, okay, then, you know, they need to have that type of budget and that type of commitment to win. And they're already telling us next year that it's not going to happen.
I mean, when you're talking about the possibility of not having J.D. Martinez, not having Mookie Betts, not having Rick Porcello, and then you're talking about replacing them with whom?
I don't know. I know the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, you know, are fun to watch, look great, advance to the playoffs. They're going to play Houston, and they get the lowest payroll in the league. But lowering payroll, I think, means a lowering in commitment, okay, and a lowering of standards. And in Boston, there's too much competition, man, and it could be, you know, the final act that puts the Celtics the Red Sox as a third or fourth tier team in Boston. We're gonna wait and see, but it could happen. We'll be back with segment 5 right after this.
Quality counts at Highland Fence. Highland Fence has been keeping neighbors friendly and protecting your businesses for 31 years. That's 31 years of serving Southeastern Mass and Rhode Island. Whether it's residential or commercial, Highland Fence's reputation is second to none. Remember, quality counts at Highland Fence. Call Highland Fence at 508-678-4650. 508-678-4650.
Welcome back to the Six Pack questions. This is question number 5. And we're talking about drug testing for professional and college athletes for marijuana. And I think the time has come and gone for a multitude of reasons. One, because it's legal now in 18 states, I believe. All that, you know, it's legal medically and more than that. Okay? Prosecutors aren't prosecuting marijuana possessions and stuff nearly like they used to.
Right.
Okay? Fortune 500 companies, most of them are pulling back their marijuana testing. The FBI is thinking about doing it as well because it's limiting the talent pool out there. And is it really a dangerous drug out there? Like, I'm talking to adults. Marijuana for kids is no good.
No.
It kills their ambition. It kills their drive. You know, there's nothing worse than a 17 or 18-year-old, 20-year-old couch potato. We don't want anything like that. Okay? But for adults, okay, when you look at the damages alcohol does, when you look at the damages heroin does, and crack cocaine, and the opiates, and the benzos, and the alcohol, I mean, it's not even close. If you asked any general manager of any sport this one simple question, if you get into a town early and you knew your guys were going out, would you want them in a bar getting absolutely bombed, shit-faced drunk, or would you want them chilling in their rooms, smoking a joint, playing Madden football? I mean, where do you want your players?
I got to be honest with you. I think the only reason why the NFL and some of these other leagues still test for marijuana is because the collective bargaining agreements have not caught up with the
But
times
they're
either.
setting themselves up for failure. They don't need a collective bargain to say the world is going in one direction. The country is. I mean, look at what the liberal drug policies have done for Portugal. Look at the direction this country's going in until how they handle marijuana. Okay, the public thought, the laws, they're all going in one direction. Yet these professional sports teams are stuck in the mud. And I asked you a question, and answer me yet.
Okay.
If you're a head coach of a major league sports team, you want your team out there drinking all night, or you want them in a hotel room smoking?
I'd rather see them relaxed,
Which means what?
which means stay in the hotel.
Absolutely, because you don't get the authorities involved. You don't get the sexual assaults. You don't get the physical assaults. You don't get the drunk drive-ins. You don't get the bumping into people you shouldn't get into. You don't get this getting shot in the middle of the night. If you look at the violent crime associated with alcohol, and you look at it with marijuana, it is not even close. Okay? There is time. Things have to change. There are things that where the public and the people's opinions are ahead of everybody else's. And it's been going that way for a long time. Finally, some progressive United States states have changed their policies. Most prosecutors in all 50 states have changed their policies. It's something that is not going to turn around. It's going to stay that way, and so should the sports teams and their franchise and their philosophy. Stop testing for marijuana. You're only setting yourself up for failure and bad press. Stop it now.
Are you ready for some football? Join the Troy City Titans on Saturday, October 12th at 7:30 p.m. at Mac Aldrich Field on the campus of Durfee High School for their final home game of the season against their arch rival, the Middleborough Cobras. You can also enter our raffle for a chance to win a 2012 Nissan Titan truck sponsored by 24autogroup.com. Raffle tickets are available for the rest of this month. The winning ticket will be drawn at this game. Raffle tickets are $25 and available by calling 774-955-7111. The Troy City Titans. Be there!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the final topic in a six-pack of hot topics, and it is big spreads in the NFL, Brian. What the hell is going on?
Some horrible football going on. Some bad quarterback play. A lot of injured quarterbacks. I mean,
Some bad teams, some bad organizations.
Yep. I mean,
In Europe, you get regulated. You know that, right?
of course.
Maybe we should start doing that. Maybe we should regulate the Washington Redskins. You
Or
know?
the Dolphins.
Or the Dolphins, or the Jets.
Which, by the way, good news for Dolphins fans this week. You're not going to lose this week.
Yeah, because you're not playing probably.
Because you're
right?
not playing.
But speaking of the Dolphins, spreads against them, Dolphins getting 18, 19, 20 consistently. Same with the New York Football Jets. Same with some other bad teams out there, okay? We have never seen this in my lifetime in the NFL. I'm not sure what the Sable brothers or the history buffs would say about this, but alarming high numbers early in the season. This is a league with a logo and a mantra that is built around one saying: on any given Sunday, anybody can beat anybody. This league was built for parity, built for every team to have a chance to win. Mm-hmm. And we're just not seeing that. But you're seeing franchises like really, really distance themselves in the divisions. I mean, think about how far ahead the franchise, the organization, and the football people are with the New England Patriots are than the Miami Dolphins, the Jets, or the Buffalo Bills.
It's light years.
Light years. You know, and I'll tip my cap to Bulls. They give us all can handle, and they got a great fan base, and the Jets have a great fan base, and you know the Dolphins are the Dolphins, but they got a big history. But let's just face it, these teams are making bad decision after bad decision, whether it's from the coaches that they're hiring, to the quarterbacks that they're drafting, to the general manager, the play personnel that they're hiring, across the board. You know, it's the divide of rich and poor of NFL is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the only way I see these teams turning around is if they draft a Patrick Mahomes, or they draft the next Drew Brees, or they draft the next Tom Brady, or they draft the next superstar. Okay, but those are few and far between. You know, I mean, just look at what the New York Jets did. They hired a coach that the Miami Dolphins fired. Really, out of all the football minds all over the country, you're going to get a retread from your own sorry-ass division? Doesn't make any sense to me, my man.
Went 5-11 last year.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, you're not good enough to drive the car for the Dolphins, but you're good enough to drive the car for the Jets? In the Big Apple, rabid fans, rabid sponsors? No. It's not. And you see it. You see it from place to place, and it's not supposed to be this way. We're not supposed to be seeing 20 points. Regardless of how good the Chiefs are, or the Patriots are, or the Cowboys are, and how bad the Dolphins or the Jets and other teams are, we're just not supposed to see it. And we've seen it far too much to start. And the divide between the have and the have-nots is just getting bigger and bigger, and it's just not good for the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's at some point teams have got to be competitive. I mean, when we talk about the Dolphins, they traded away their best lineman before the start of the season.
They're in the tank, and that might not be a bad idea because at least there's a strategy there. I'd rather be in the tank than treading water. 1 year, everybody in the organization knows you're going to be judged the same. Effort is going to be at a premium. Dedication, being a good teammate, okay, all the stuff. And then next year, we're going to learn how to win, okay? Or maybe this year, the tough legends of a team tanking are going to show us how to win, okay? But at least have a plan. I don't think many of these teams have one. I am the Hurricane. That is a wrap. 6 hot topics. Hope you like them. Check them out on social media in just a little bit. Thank you.
Do you want to feel radiant, beautiful, and confident? Do you want to feel 10 years younger? Come to Spa Number 5, the Face Fox, located at 580 Wood Street in Bristol, Rhode Island. From Botox fillers to laser fillers and top-of-the-line skincare, Spa Number 5 has all you need to feel beautiful again. Go to spa-5.com or visit us at 580 Wood Street in Bristol, Rhode Island. Take advantage of all our fall specials happening now. Spa Number 5, the Face Fox.